Let me ask you a very simple question. Do you think walking every day is enough to keep you strong, steady, and independent after 60? What if I told you walking every day could be quietly stealing your independence? Of course, most people would say yes. It feels good, it's simple. Moreover, doctors always recommend walking. But here's the uncomfortable truth. According to research from the CDC, over 36 million older adults fall every single year in the US, and more than 32,000 of those falls lead to death. That's approximately one person falling every 17 minutes. Now, here's the surprising part. Most of these people were active. They walked daily. They did their steps, but they still lost strength, balance, and muscle power without even realizing it. The truth is, walking is great for your heart, but it doesn't build the muscles that keep you on your feet. It doesn't strengthen your core, your legs, or your balance system the way your body truly needs after 60. And that's the paradox. You can walk 10,000 steps a day and still be losing the very muscle that keeps you from falling. So, yes, walking is amazing. But if you want to keep your balance sharp, your legs strong, and your confidence high, you need to start training the muscles that walking doesn't touch. And the best part? You can do these exercises right at home. No gym, no fancy gear. Just a few minutes a day to rebuild your strength, stability, and vitality. So, the big question. If walking isn't enough to protect your body, what should you be doing instead? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you 4 simple yet highly effective exercises that go beyond walking. Before we continue, do me a quick favor. Pause for 2 seconds, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments, how often do you walk each week? I'll be reading every answer personally. Let's start with something deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. Standing on one leg. It seems easy, but here's the truth. This one move separates the strong from the fragile. If you ever reached for something in a cupboard, stepped off a curb you didn't see, or turned around quickly to answer the phone and felt that sudden heart-stopping wobble, then you need to take your balance system seriously. You see, balance isn't a mystery. It's a science. It's a conversation between 3 key players: your eyes, your inner ear, and millions of tiny sensors in your feet and ankles called proprioceptors. Dr. Yasuharu Tabara, a professor at Kyoto University, led a 2014 study revealing something stunning. He found that adults who couldn't balance on one leg for more than 20 seconds were more likely to have micro brain vessel damage, the kind that leads to falls, memory problems, even stroke. When you challenge your balance, you're not just working your legs. You're sparking new connections in your cerebellum. That's the part of your brain responsible for coordination and fine-tuning your movements. It's like doing a crossword puzzle for your muscles and nerves. Every second you hold that stance, you're building a stronger, faster, more resilient neural pathway. You are building a smarter body, one that can react before you even have to think about it. So when you stand on one leg, your glute medius, core, and ankle stabilizers light up like a Christmas tree. These small muscles don't just keep you upright. They prevent falls, protect your hips, and retrain your brain's coordination circuits, especially after 60, when these connections tend to fade. To do it correctly, start simple. Stand behind a sturdy chair or any other sturdy surface. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, gently lift 1 foot 2 inches or 3 off the floor. Don't kick it high, just a gentle float. Find your focal point, a spot on the wall in front of you, and lock your eyes on it. Now, hold it. You should feel the muscles in your standing leg, your ankle, your calf, your thigh, all having a quiet, urgent conversation with the ground. They're micro-adjusting, firing, and learning. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds and switch sides. Just in case you wobble, don't fight it. That wobble is part of the training. Your body is learning to find stability again. You can do this daily, maybe while brushing your teeth, Cooking or waiting for your coffee, consistency is what brings results. You get more confidence, more control, and your walking feels smoother. Climbing stairs becomes effortless. It's not just balance, it's your freedom coming back. One big mistake you should avoid is gripping the chair as if your life depends on it. Don't strangle the chair. Your hand is there for a light touch, a feather-light guide. You want your body to do the work, not your arms. All right. The single leg stance exercise makes you stable, grounded, and confident. But what about when you need to push yourself up or catch yourself from a fall? That requires a different kind of strength, and that's where the wall push-up comes in. You see, the ability to push yourself away from danger, push yourself up from a fall, push a heavy door, is one of the most important life-saving movements you can do. As we age, we lose about 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 30. That's not just a number. That's the slow fading away of your freedom. And the muscles that go first? Chest, shoulders, and triceps. The same ones that help you push yourself out of a chair or catch yourself during a fall. This is why most people over 60 lose their pushing strength, and with it, a huge piece of their independence. But by engaging in strength training moves like the wall push-up, you can get it back. This move rebuilds the power that life slowly steals. When you press your body against the wall, your pectorals, triceps, and anterior deltoids activate in synergy, stimulating the same motor units that classic push-ups do, but without the strain on your wrists or lower back. Every time you push, you're not just training muscles, you're improving blood flow, joint mobility, bone density, and even metabolic health. It teaches your entire upper body to work as a coordinated, solid unit. You're not just building muscle, you're building a stable platform for every single pushing, lifting, and catching motion you do in real life. To do it correctly, stand arm's length from a wall with your hands shoulder-width apart and flat on the wall. Now walk your feet back until your body is in a straight, diagonal line from your head to your heels. Now bend those elbows, bring your chest close to the wall, pause, then push back out. Keep your body straight, your core tight, your breath steady throughout the entire movement. For better results, don't rush, just slow, intentional movement. Slow motion equals muscle activation. Imagine pushing the wall away from you, not yourself from the wall. That mental shift changes everything. You can start with 10 to 15 reps of 3 sets and work that up as you get stronger. One bonus tip: once the standard wall push-up becomes too easy, don't just do more reps. Instead, move to something higher, for instance, a kitchen counter. The angle is more challenging, but it builds even greater strength. All right, now here's something most people never think about. Your brain controls your balance a split second before your body even moves. And that's exactly what the standing toe tap trains. Your ability to react before your body even realizes it needs to. You see, after 60, the biggest risk to independence isn't weak muscles. It's a delayed communication between your brain and your legs. In other words, your legs may be strong, but if your brain and muscles aren't talking fast enough, you can still stumble. And that's where the standing toe taps work their quiet magic. When you lift one foot to tap a target, say a small stool or the floor in front of you, you're activating your hip flexors, ankle dorsiflexors, and core stabilizers. These muscles control your stride, your gait speed, and your ability to lift your feet high enough to avoid tripping.
I found this study that shows that stepping interventions, like toe taps, reduce falls among older adults by approximately 50%. That's the difference between catching yourself and falling. So, when you do a single toe tap, you create a spark between your nervous system and your muscles. You teach your brain to predict movement again, not just react to it. That's what science calls motor pattern reactivation. And it's the key to regaining agility, speed, and confidence when you move. To perform it correctly, stand tall with your feet flat on the floor. Now, lift one leg slightly and tap your toes on a low step or the ground in front of you. That is, lift, tap, lower, and repeat. Then alternate sides. Go slow at first. Focus on precision, not speed. By adding toe taps to your workout routine, your steps feel lighter and more deliberate. You should notice yourself reacting faster when you trip or lose balance. And now, we've reached the final exercise, the one that powers every single step you take, your foundation, your drive. It is calf raises. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful movements your body can do. Think of your calves like the shock absorbers on your car. You drive on smooth roads,
You don't need new shocks.
but hit a pothole or that uneven sidewalk you've been avoiding, that's when your body screams for strength. And if your calves are weak, your ankles roll, your knees buckle, your hips twist, and before you know it, you're on the floor. It looks easy, but make no mistake, this single move can transform how you walk, how you balance, and even how your blood flows through your body. You see, your calves can be described as your second heart. They're responsible for pumping blood back up toward your brain and heart. Every time you lift your heels off the ground, your calf muscles squeeze your veins like a pump, pushing blood upward, improving circulation, and feeding your brain more oxygen. So, when those muscles weaken with age, everything downstream, and when that happens, your energy, your balance, your coordination begins to suffer. Calf raises strengthen the gastrocnemius, soleus, and Achilles tendon, all of which are crucial for ankle stability and fall prevention. They also activate your core and glutes for balance support. Each lift up and down trains your body to control gravity, to use it, not fight it. It teaches your tendons to absorb shock, which is what protects your knees and hips when you walk or climb stairs. To do it correctly and safely, stand tall next to a wall or chair with your feet hip-width apart. Now, slowly rise on your toes, pause, feel that squeeze in your calves. Then lower down, slowly. Do 15 reps, rest, and repeat twice. Again, walking is wonderful. It gets your blood flowing, clears your head, and keeps your heart strong. But if you've made it this far in the video, you now know something most people never realize. Walking keeps you alive, but it doesn't keep you strong. Because real strength, the kind that lets you move freely, climb stairs with ease, catch yourself when you stumble, that comes from something deeper. It comes from training your muscles, your nerves, and your balance system to work together. Because after 60, your body begins to lose what scientists call neuromuscular coordination, the fine-tuned link between your brain and your muscles. And that's why, even if you walk every day, you might still feel weaker and less stable. So, these 4 exercises are very vital if you must regain that lost connection. They don't just work your muscles, they wake up your nervous system. They teach your body to move like it once did. Steady, confident, alive. So, if you're watching this right now and thinking, it's too late for me, it's not. Your body is more adaptable than you think. You can start today. 1 step, 1 wall push-up, 1 balance hold. If this video opened your eyes, don't just stop here. Hit that like button and consider subscribing. Until next time, keep living strong.